There's a new Amazon package that could be making its way to Staten Island. Inside a union, on the heels of a historic win earlier this month, workers at a second New York City Amazon warehouse are set to begin voting this morning on whether or not to unionize. NBC News correspondent Antonia Hilton joins us now from Staten Island with more on what we can expect. Antonia, good morning. First off, how did this group of Amazon workers get to this point, and what kind of support are they getting for their efforts to unionize?
Good morning, Zincle. Look, this movement has been in the works for actually a couple years, and it really got started in the pandemic with current and former Amazon employees who were really concerned about their treatment by the company during this critical period of time, feeling like there weren't enough protections and protocols in place for employees back in 2020. And what happened then is they started a grassroots movement, worker-to-worker conversations. They would often meet at places like bus stops to talk about the conditions, the things they'd like to see change, the pay that they feel they deserve. And that movement really grew. It ultimately culminated in the successful vote that you just mentioned from a couple weeks ago. And now this is going to be the second warehouse in Staten Island to bring this to a vote. And because this is the second one, and it's really become this David and Goliath style story, right, of workers, many of them very young, going up against Jeff Bezos, that's drawn in a lot of support from D.C. Democrats like Senator Sanders and Representative Ocasio-Cortez. Take a listen to some of what they shared with workers yesterday.
So what you are doing here is sending a message to every worker in America that the time is now to stand up to our oligarchy, to stand up to this excessive corporate greed.
And so what happened here, out here, right, that you guys did in Staten Island was just the beginning. It was the first domino to fall, the first one. And then we're going to have another election tomorrow, and we're going to support them.
When you talk to workers, what they'll tell you has really made the difference in this unionization effort is the fact that it was grassroots, that it was initially worker to worker, and that people like Senator Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez didn't get involved in their organizing efforts until much later. And they believe that that sort of relational work of it being this sort of genuine thing from colleague to colleague is what's allowed them to get to this point and to make a successful movement, Zincle.
And Antonia, this is not the first union vote we've seen around the country. How are these Staten Island warehouse workers feeling about the potential for another union right here?
Well, we got to talk to some folks, and the reaction was all over the place. What's interesting about this site that's a little different from the first warehouse that went to vote, which was called JFK 8, is that this is a site that has a lot of young workers who work part-time. And when you're a part-time worker, it can make organizing more difficult, in part because you're not around as often, you're not working shoulder to shoulder with people for, say, 12 hours at a time, and often you're young and you may be planning to leave the job in not that much time anyway. And so this is an interesting site for this next vote because it poses a larger challenge to organizers than the first location. Actually, take a listen to some of the conversations that we had that reflect the entire spectrum, from folks who aren't so sure they're interested in a union to others who believe this is really the important next step.
I'm against it for right now, but I also want to see what's done in that building as well before I could say like, okay, yes, I support the union. I want to see what it could do to help for me as well.
They started these captive audience meetings where they'd literally stop production, an all hands on deck anti-union meeting with the general manager of the building, giving some sob story about his family, and the vice president of HR, basically begging us to vote no.
No matter what we see happen with this specific warehouse here, this is really becoming a national movement, and it's not just limited to Amazon. There are young workers, diverse workers at places like Starbucks and Apple that are doing the same work. And so this is really a moment when a movement is being revitalized, right? Because unionization membership had been going down for decades here in the United States. And now we're seeing young people of all backgrounds, like you just saw there, want more of a seat at the table at their jobs, Zincle.
And Antonia, quickly, what's next after the vote, and what happens if the vote is unsuccessful?
Well, if the vote is unsuccessful for the workers here at this site, life kind of continues on and work is going to move on as normal. But as I just mentioned, this is really what people think of now as a movement. There are already other Amazon warehouses that are filing to move forward with a vote, that are starting to contact the Amazon labor union, expressing their interest in doing the same. And Amazon is spending millions of dollars on consultants and anti-union efforts. And that suggests that they know that this fight is going to be going on for a while.
Antonia, important reporting. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.